especially for publishers of information, be it print publishers or even an internet publisher. They put out lots of information on their properties. They could look at using mobile internet as a delivery channel, because there's so many new people that are using mobile phones to access internet right now. So there's a new group of users whom we call unwired. So this create new audience for them to reach out to them.
What opportunities can advertisers gain from BizCity's software development kit or SDK?
We provide an advertising network that consists of several thousand publishers that advertisers could reach. And we focus on a group of users whom we call the unwired. These are the users that use the phone as a way to access the internet primarily. And we're not talking about people that have already used a laptop and then use a phone, but these people that use a phone only or primarily. So they appear for the first time in the horizon for advertisers to reach them in a very interactive manner.
And how would you use it in an interactive manner? If I've got the phone, what would I have to be doing?
Advertisers will place banners, like graphical banners and text banners on the sites that these users go to visit a lot, like maybe a mobile version of 24.com from Nespers, for example. And then when users see that advertisement banner, they could click on it, and advertisers usually pay per click. And after the users click on that and go to the sites, the advertiser can do lots of things. For example, we worked with Standard Bank before to promote their mobile banking services. We were welcome to promote their mobile sites during the World Cup, and also some like Old Mutual that promote their financial services to this new group of users.
What benefits are there for app designers?
App designers can actually monetize their skill in three ways. First, they could provide paid apps that people want to pay for. They could put it on the Apple App Stores and several other app stores they have. They could have free apps that people will use it for free, but then they would then build out an audience that they could monetize using advertisement, and they could use our what we call SDK to put advertisement there. Or they could work with brands to build specialized apps. I've seen, for example, a brand that do special apps for special occasions, such as we work with Adidas during the World Cup to build the World Cup applications, and then of course the brand will pay this app designer to do that.
Games are proving ever more popular. How mature is this market segment in a country such as South Africa?
South Africa is already very active market for gaming, although users may be using pretty basic phone, a feature phone. And in our research, we find that more than 90% of any user with a mobile phone actually play games before. So then with the better phones appearing, the iPhone, a more expensive one, or even the cheaper Android phone, which expect to flood the markets in maybe 6 to 12 months, which are a very reasonable price point. And the user experience will become better because they have a better phone, touch screen, and they can play more. So I expect that sophistication of gaming market will also increase in this market.
What potential exists in Africa for the mobile advertising sector?
I think it's really huge because you have very small number of internet users to start with. Very few people can afford computer to access internet. But now with the lowering price of mobile internet access tariff and also the handset price, this huge number of people are appearing. So advertisers could actually reach them for the first time and have an interactive means to actually interact with them. And so I think that's a huge potential in this continent. By the way, South Africa happened to be our biggest market in my entire ad network in the world.
After South Africa, which country?
It's India and Indonesia, and all these markets have a similar characteristic whereby you have a small PC penetration, low data rate, relatively low, and low handset prices. So that create this whole new audience that will suddenly appear for the last 2 or 3 years, have leapfrogged the entire PC internet era. Yeah.
Price wars in Kenya's mobile telephony sector indicate a very vibrant sector, but how sustainable is it?
I think some of the carriers basically figure out a way to sell very cheap data rate or even SMSs. If they control their capex or they control their price well, that have seen in several markets that with very low price point. It's really sustainable. For example, in India, we have seen operator offering internet access at like 5 rupees a day. That's actually less than something like 20 US cent a day, unlimited. So they're obviously making money. So I think some operators figure out a way to provide that affordable access, and more operators figure that out, the better it is for the mobile advertising.